Hello and welcome back to the channel, and this week you join us in Matlock where we're putting up the illuminations. Don't forget, if you like these videos and you want to find out more about what we're up to, do like them and share them around. Thanks for watching. So here you've joined us in Matlock Bath. We're in Derwent Gardens for the next, we're actually here for the next 2 months for the Matlock Bath Illuminations, where we install and look after all of the lighting and also the sound for the illuminations, which run for 8 weekends from now until the end of October. I say we're here for the next 2 weeks just installing, so we've got some cherry pickers that have just been delivered to site. We've got mountains of Festoon to put up and loads of other lights to make the gardens look really nice. And then one of the highlights for the event is some illuminated boats that get rowed up and down the river. So it's a great family event which we really like being involved with. But I'm going to leave you now and we're going to go and start sorting some lights out and getting them put up. So one of the main tasks that we have to do is install Festoon Lighting, which goes all the way through the gardens and all the way down by the side of the river, so that people can see where they're going when they arrive, because obviously the event's on in an evening, otherwise the lights really wouldn't work particularly well. So as I say, there's lots and lots of Festoon to put up, and it goes up on all the lampposts that are already around, so we can start to install that, get the catenary wires up, get it all up and plugged in, and then hopefully tonight we'll have our first batch that we can test and to make sure that everything's working as it should do. So here's some more of the lampposts where the Festoon will go, and as you can see our first cherry picker's on the way. So we have to use 2 pickers on this job. We have a little HR12 because it's the only thing that we can get over the bridge, and then we have a bigger picker to do some of the more or some of the higher work over this side of the river, which hopefully we'll see come around the corner as well in a second. So as you can see behind us, we have now started to put some of the Festoon up. You can just about see some of it between some of the lampposts. So we've got about a quarter of it up. We've got a load more to do, so we're just waiting for the cherry picker to come up the hill now, and then we'll carry on again. So we've got quite a lot more of the Festoon up, and we're now just starting to look like some of the trees. As you can see, we're in the cherry picker here, working on one of the slopes, just getting into position before we level up, and then we can go up and start to put the lights in the trees. So we're just working on the bandstand where we've replaced all this Festoon lighting all the way around the outside, because the old stuff was it was quite dangerous. It corroded over the years, so we've just installed all this. Andy's just connecting the electrics at the other end, and I'm just starting to lamp it up. So we're back in Derwent Gardens this morning. Yesterday we got lots of Festoon up. Today we've got some crowns, which you may just be able to see behind me on one of the pickers. So we've got a bit more Festoon to put up, we've got the crowns to put up, and then we're going to start putting some of the architectural lighting in to light some of the trees and the features within the gardens. So we're going to crack on and we'll catch up in a bit. So we've now got a lot more of the fairy lights up, and we've also started to wrap some of the trees that you can see behind me and put some of the floods up as well. So we've now got some of the power on as well, so we can just test things as we go along and start to have a rough focus before it goes down this evening, where we'll start to focus a lot more of the lighting. So as you can see, we've got some more lights going up around trees behind me. We've also started to illuminate some of the other trees around the gardens as well. So the lighting's on the bandstand, that's all done. And then behind me as well, we've started to get some of the uplighters into the trees, which you can just about see. But obviously at the moment it's still quite light, so you can't really get the full effect of that. So as I say, we're carrying on. We've put about, I don't know, a kilometre of festoon up so far, and there's a fair bit still to go. So we're going to carry on. Hopefully when it gets a little bit darker as well, and we'll be able to see the effect and start to refocus some of the lights as we need to. So as you can see, we're in the gardens, and we've just finished day 3 of the getting, and we're just having a bit of a wander around to see how some of the lighting's turned out. Some bits that need refocusing because we haven't done any focusing yet at all, and some bits that are looking really good. I don't think actually the camera does it justice, but as you can see, we've got a lot of the lights on, a lot of it's working, it's all looking really good. So we're going to continue walking around the gardens and just seeing what's working, what isn't, making a note so when it gets light again tomorrow we can finish a load more of the illuminations off. Tonight we're having another late night focusing session, so we're up in a cherry picker at the moment, just focusing some of the lights that went in today. You can see some of it behind me, and also we've got some big LED floods, colour changing, all wireless DMX controlled floods up on lampposts as well. So we're just focusing those, which are lighting some trees right across the other side of the riverbank as well.